Hey everyone, it's Desiree, and I am here with another design team project for Birch Press Designs. And today I'm going to focus on I'm not sure if it's ISSA or ISSA or ISSA Snowflake, but I'm only going to focus on layer A. Again, what I want to show, while these dies are beautiful when we use the multiple layers, you can also use just one of the dies as well to create a beautiful focal point. So only layer A. So I pulled out some metallic papers from my stash along with some black cardstock, and I went to die cutting away. So I want the outer part. What's beautiful about this die is the center is separate, so you can even piece this, so you can create a frame around one of the snowflakes just in the one color. You can just do the center snowflake. So there's actually 3 different dies when it comes to this layer, and also the other layers as well. So you've got this outer ring, you can see to the right you've got the snowflake, and then you can see just above that you have an individual snowflake. So you want to keep that in mind, look beyond what this die is doing. That's why whenever I get dies, I kind of play with them. I grab some scrap paper and I just start die cutting away and see what pieces when it comes from the die. So okay, so we've taken one of the outside gold pieces and we've put that on a piece of black cardstock. Now I just use one of the nested dies from my set, very plain, no stitching, no nothing, just basic shape, to cut that, and it's the perfect size for the outer ring. Now here's where I made a boo-boo. So my thought process was, see, that's where I'm thinking, I wanted to die cut multiple centers, the one that I'm adhering now, and it didn't matter if it was in the gold or whatever color cardstock, but I wanted the top layer to be silver. So I put the silver down first. Now you could do that, but I'm looking to have just a little bit of dimension coming off of the cardstock, so no big deal. So we've got silver, gold, silver going on. Yeah. Anyway. So my final layer on top of this is just going to be that silver. Now I have a stash up in the upper right hand corner of those other snowflakes, and we will be using those as well. I'm using my liquid adhesive to adhere all of these layers together. And the adhesive I'm using is my Nuvo Deluxe. So you can see now I have a contrast where I have the gold on the outside and then I have the silver on the inside. Now you could do the same thing on the other side of that piece of black cardstock and it would be absolutely beautiful. So keep that in mind. Again, lots of things you can do when it comes to these dies. So this is my standard A2 size card base, 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, and it is top folding. So I'm playing with the placement, where I want this piece to be. I'm going to use my sentiments, and the sentiment I chose is Merry Christmas, and that comes from the Birch Press Joy and Peace stamp set. And again, I will have those items linked down below that I used for this video. I'm going to use my gold embossing powder to heat set that. Now again, I'm going directly onto the card base. I'm not using a design panel first and then adhering it to the card base, which is rare, but I do that sometimes. So after that one is set and embossed, now I'm going to come in with the Merry to find out, do I want that to the left? Do I want it to the right? Do I want it below it? Do I want it, above it? Wherever I'm looking to put that. So I finally make my decision. This was a long process for me. I was just looking it all over. It was very, very strange. We all have those moments. But again, we get through them. So I have my sentiment in place. Now I'm going to set the circle where I want that to be, and I'm going to I'm going to draw a very faint pencil line, and I'm going to draw the top. So I'm going to turn this circle into an ornament. and I'm just going to hand draw the hanging element. I'm going to come in with my Ranger Emboss It pen. Now, the beauty about the Ranger Emboss It pens is one, when they come in a pack of two, one is clear and the other one is black. So you don't need to use a black embossing powder. You can actually just draw straight onto your paper and it's already going to be black. So you can just use a clear embossing powder over this, which is what I exactly do, of course. Now you can use a black on top of this too if you want it bolder and thicker and all of that. That's fine. But I figured, you know, my clear is absolutely perfect for this. And it heats really well. So you get that solid image just with a pen, which I think is great and convenient. So after I heat set that, I'm going to pop up the circle that we've created here, and I'm going to put that just below the string. I'm going to grab my large shears and I'm going to cut the edge off. I do like when I have an image like this to go off the edge, kind of gives movement. And I'm going to grab a couple of these snowflakes that we have left, and I'm going to put them on the inside of the card. So again, it is a Christmas card, but it has the gold and the silver, and then we've added some black. I think when we add these two metallics together, we could also go copper and gold, silver and copper, rose gold and copper. So all of those elements, when you take two metallics and put them together, it just gives a different look, a different feel. It keeps it in the elegant and classy line, but it just bumps it up a notch, and it's just using paper. So something to think about when you're creating your holiday cards. What I'm going to grab now is, since I've got this gold and silver going on, I'm going to grab my bright gold Nouveau drops, and I'm just going to put one in the center, and then I'm just going to highlight the bottom where the three dots are on the silver snowflake, just to put a touch of gold in that section as well. Again, just to pull it all together. You don't have to do this, or you could use gems or whatever it is that you have in your stash. So this is just another card, again, showing that you can use just one of the dies and get a beautiful card. You can still layer and still have different elements coming from them. All the products that I used will be listed down below. If you have any questions or comments, please make sure you get those down below as well. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, hit the thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe. We've got a lot coming out in the month of December. It's going to be interesting. And I just want to take a moment to say thank you to everybody who has subscribed and who does enjoy the videos. I'm glad you're finding some tips and techniques that are just a little bit different, or maybe shown in a different way. I hope everyone's having a great day, but remember, what's most important with me, always be creative.